Afternoon, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get things started. We would like to welcome our defending champion, Davis Riley, to the Charles Schwab Challenge. Davis, welcome back. We're at the site where you captured your second PGA Tour victory and first individual title. What memories are coming back as you're here?
Yeah, it's really cool to walk up and drive in and see, your own parking spot there, past champion, see your face around a little bit more, and it just brings me back in time to this time last year, and really cool memories, like you said, and it was pretty surreal, and I'm itching to get started this week.
As you're getting practice rounds in, any specific memories from the final round on Sunday?
Yeah, I did play the back nine yesterday, and I don't think I'll ever forget that shot. I hit out of the divot on 17 to about 5 feet and made the birdie, and at that time I knew I was a decent amount ahead, and what kind of felt like kind of wrapped up the tournament for me. And that shot on 17 I won't forget. And when I walked down that fairway yesterday, it brought me back in time.
One of the perks of being a champion here is you get a car. What have you been able to do with the Stingray this past year?
Yeah, it's that's one of the unique parts about this tournament. We get with the car that comes with it. But yeah, it's been a great thing for me and my wife. We love taking it out, getting coffee, getting lunch. So it's been a super fun thing to have, and and I've already been eyeing that Defender out back on 10. So, but yeah, the Stingray's been an awesome treat, and we've really enjoyed it.
Any use, or where do you have the plaid jacket?
Sorry, repeat again.
Do you have the plaid jacket?
I actually don't have it yet. I get it presented to me tonight at the Champions Dinner, so I'll let you know, I guess, when I get it tonight.
And entering this week, you have your best finish from a major last week, the PGA Championship, runner-up. What confidence do you have heading into this week?
Yeah, last week was really good and stacked a couple, nice weeks the past month or two. But yeah, I feel like my game is trending. I don't know why. For some reason, I love this part of the schedule the most, and I've just history has kind of repeated itself where I've just kind of found my stride for some reason in this stretch. But yeah, last week was a great confidence booster for me. Like you said, it was my best major finish up to date. And then, being in the second to last group Sunday, having a chance to win and compete and try to win a major and everything that comes with that was I was super proud of the way I handled it, and it was a big confidence booster, and obviously to be the week before a place that I love so much is makes me even that more excited for this week.
Perfect. With that, we'll open up questions to the media. Start off here in the front with Tim. I'm going to go to the right first.
Thanks. Coming to this event as the reigning champion, coming off the PGA Championship the way you did, is this kind of a pinch me moment? I mean, this is really the culmination of everything you've pretty much worked toward, right? To be able to walk back in here with that finish last week and then to come back as reigning champion at your first individual event. What's that feeling like for you this week?
Yeah, it feels really good. Obviously last year was, the Colonial was it was my first individual win, and once I did that, I kind of changed some goals. I wanted to start contending in some major championships, and to do it the week before where I got my maiden individual PGA Tour victory was it's really cool. Yeah, and it's a tournament that I mark on the calendar ever since winning it, and I've just loved this tournament in general. I had a really good finish my rookie year, had a really good chance to win it. So it's one I mark on the calendar that I definitely want to have my game trending in a really good direction for. And I feel like I've been that way the past couple of years. So it's to get my best major finish the week before this week is, like I said, makes me even more excited for this week.
When you guys came in here last year, the renovation had just been finished. Now you got to see it again. It's had a whole year to kind of mature. What did you notice different? And, how is it playing compared to what it was last year?
Yeah, like you said, it was really firm because it was brand new. A lot of the fairways and more so the fairways, I feel like are a little firmer, had a little bit run out, had some just really dry spots where you could get some crazy bounces and some and it was just really firm. It's softened up. I think the fairways are a little bit maybe a little bit softer, more grown in. But the fairways are the greens are already firm, so they're going to be firm and fast just like they were last year. Even today I was 850 in the morning in a Pro-Am, and I was landing wedges 15, 20 feet short of the flag. So I think, especially with the hot conditions that we're expecting the next couple of days, it'll be very firm. So as opposed to last year, you might not see quite as much, run out in the fairway maybe. And I would say the rough is a little bit up. But I think the greens, the quickness and the firmness will be very similar to what we saw last year.
Quick follow on Haley's question. If the defender's in your driveway next to the Stingray, which do you drive and which does the wife get to drive?
The wife gets to drive neither. No, to have both of them side by side would be pretty special. I mean, like you said, the Charles Schwab, it's got that iconic baby blue, so it's really cool. And the Defender would be a really cool one to add to the collection.
Moving here on the left side, we have Mac.
I got two questions for you. I don't know if you saw this the other day, but Bryson DeChambeau was commenting after the tournament that he said, I just need to get a golf ball that flies a little straighter. Sounds a little odd. I'm not asking you to speak for him, but in this day and age, is there really that much difference between these golf balls that you do need, that part of your responsibility is to find that ball that fits your game? Is the technology that good?
You know, I've been a Titleist player my whole career, so to be quite honest, I haven't tested around with many golf balls. But yeah, there is a ball fitting process for every player, and I believe there is a particular ball for every player. But I don't know. I feel like that could be the Indian more than the golf ball. That could be. I don't know. I don't know what Bryson. I mean, he's plays all kinds of. He's been known to play some crazy equipment, do a lot of crazy equipment changes, and all I really know is the golf ball that I have fitted for me. When I hit it how I want, it goes just as straight as I want to. So,
the other question is, and I don't know, 2 years ago, the PGA Tour announces a potential, well, not a potential, but a merger with Live Golf, and 2 years later, it doesn't really feel like we're any closer to that. Are you guys any closer to an agreement to potentially getting you guys to play more consistently together as opposed to just 4 or 5 tournaments a year?
Yeah, I trust, I'm not on the board or anything like that, but I trust our leadership and the players that are kind of leading those roles and, weighing in on a lot of those decisions. I trust they're doing everything in their power to bring to the best possible outcome for everybody. Obviously maybe we'd like to have sooner than it has, but at the same time, I trust the people in front of us that they're doing everything they can to make sure whenever that does happen, that it's happened properly and whatever the conclusion they might be. So all I can do is trust my superiors and the governing bodies of the PGA Tour.
You're a player. Do you think it's had a negative or a drag effect on the state of professional golf in the country, the existence of 2 tours?
Sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't quite hear
you. Do you think it's had a negative or a drag effect on the overall state of professional golf in the country when you have 2 professional tours like this that are split?
I think competition is healthy in a certain sense, but at some point, like I said, I just trust the governing bodies ahead of me to do what's going to be the best for our game. But competition is good, and it just makes you check and see where you're at. But at the same time, we have good leadership and a good board and everything that does that makes those decisions. And all I can do is trust them at that point. So that's really all I have to say about it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Just pass the microphone next to you.
As you pointed out, you played well here your rookie year. What is it specifically about this course you feel like suits you?
Yeah, I think it has a lot of similarities to the golf course I grew up on as a kid. Kind of old school golf course, Bermuda, all around, fast, firm green. So I think just a lot of similarities to what I grew up on. I'm very comfortable around it. I just love Bermuda grass and firm and fast greens. So, I think I'm just really comfortable around it, and it brings back a lot of memories of just my childhood growing up playing golf.
And I think we're going to get a microphone over to Zeke. We have a special guest here from Children's Fly to Hope. Zeke has a question.
If you could have a job other than golf, what would it be?
That's a good question. I don't know. I have a passion for the game, so if I wasn't playing, I feel like I would be coaching or, I don't know, maybe a college golf coach or something like that, or a club pro or something like that around the game. I don't know. I just have a really big passion for golf and sports in general, so I feel like I'd be somewhere in the sports arena and probably somewhere in the golf field.
Thank you.
Yep.
Perfect. With that, all the questions we have. Davis, thank you for the time. Good luck this week.
Yep. Thank you.